Hello viewers, today we are going to learn how to make this type of mini purses. So let's get started. So here the color of yarn I'm using is orange, that will be the body of the purse, and I'm going to do a tulip stitch for the design. So for the tulips I want the red color yarn and the green is for the lips. So to make the body of the purse, I'll be using 2 strands of my yarn, and the hook is of 5 mm and a stitch marker. So to begin, make chains of any even number like 22, 24, 26, whatever you choose to make, but that should be an even number of chains. So let's start it. So here I start with my slip knot. Chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll meet you at the end of my chains. I have made 22 chains, and now from the second chain from hook I'll be doing a single crochet. So this is the first chain, this is the first chain, and now from the second chain from the hook I'll be doing a single crochet. So at this point we need the stitch marker. I'll put my stitch marker in my first single crochet stitch, and I'll continue doing 1 single crochet in each of my chains. Continue doing 1 single crochet all the way along. I'll be meeting you in my last chain. So I've done 1 single crochet all the way along, and now I'll be doing 3 single crochet in my last stitch. One, 2, and 3. Now as before, we'll continue doing 1 single crochet in each of the stitches on the other side, and I'll be meeting you in my last stitch here. So here I have completed doing 1 single crochet in each of the stitches, and here I'm in my last stitch before the stitch marker stitch, and now I'll do 2 single crochet, 1 and 2. So here I have done 2 single crochet. So take out your stitch marker and do 1 single crochet in the stitch marker stitch. We are not going to do any slip stitch. So here in our new single crochet I'm going to put my stitch marker again. So now we'll be doing 1 single crochet in all the way around. So 1 single crochet in each of the stitches all the way around, 1 round, and again we are going to do another round of single crochet. So 2 more rounds of single crochet we have to do, and remember, don't do any slip stitch here in your beginning stage. In your stitch marker stitch you have to do the 1 single crochet, no slip stitch. So now I'm going to do 1 single crochet in each of the way around for 2 rounds. So here I have already completed my 2 rounds of single crochet, and here I'm in the last stage. So let me take out the stitch marker, and now I'm going to do 1 slip stitch. So at this stage we are not going to continue with the single stitch in my beginning stitch or the stitch marker stitch, but I'm going to do a slip stitch in my stitch marker stitch, and then chain 1, and I'm going to cut up my yarn because here we are going to start. So I'm going to start my tulip stitch. So here for this tulip stitch I'm going to use green and red, as I've already said, and the hook this time I'm going to use is 3 mm. So we'll be starting with the green. So this will be all leaves of the tulips. So let's get started. So insert your hook in the last stitch and grab the green L. I'm going to bind a knot here to secure my work, a really tight knot. So my work is secured now. What I'm going to do is chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, chain 3, and I'll be doing 1 double crochet in each of the stitches all the way around. So continue doing 1 double crochet in each of the stitches all the way around. So I'm going to do my double crochet in each of the stitches all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end of my stitch. So here I am in our last stitch, and now I'm going to do a slip stitch in the third chain of our first double crochet. In the third chain of our first double crochet, so do 1 slip stitch. So here I did a slip stitch in the third chain of our first double crochet, and now I'm going to do chain 4. 1, 2, 3 and chain 4, and 1 double crochet in the same chain space. Now chain 2, 1 and 2, and now I'm going to skip 2 stitches here. I'm going to skip 2 stitches, and I'll be doing 1 double crochet in the third stitch. So stitch 1, stitch 2, and here in my third stitch I'm going to do 1 double crochet. And then chain 2 and 1 double crochet in the same chain space. And then chain 2. Now skip 2 stitches again, stitch 1, stitch 1, stitch 2, and do 1 double crochet in the star stitch. And then chain 2 and 1 double crochet in the same stitch. And then again you have to do chain 2. So the pattern is like chain 2, then skip 2 chains, chain 1, skip 2 stitches, stitch 1, stitch 2, and do 1 double crochet in the third stitch. Then chain 2 and 1 double crochet in the same stitch. So again chain 2 and skip 2 stitches, do 1 double crochet in the third stitch, then chain 2 and 1 double crochet in the same stitch. In the same pattern you have to continue all the way around. So I'll be meeting you in the end of my stitch. So we are in the end of this row, and here this triangle has already been formed, as you can see. Yet this looks like a triangle. And guys, there was just a mistake, like in the beginning of this row, please make 5 chains, not 4 chains. I'm really sorry for that. It was a mistake. Even I mentioned it. I've already mentioned it in my video while I was doing the round. So it is written that you have to make 5 chains, not 4 chains. And so in the end of this row, we are going to do 2 more chains, chain 1 and chain 2, and do a slip stitch in the third chain of your beginning row. So you have to do a slip stitch in the third chain of your first double crochet. and now chain 1 and got it. So now as this green row is complete, so I'm going to insert my hook on the top of the chain, a fast double crochet chain. So I inserted my hook here on the last chain of my fast double crochet and grab the radial. So here you can choose your own color, like pink, purple, whatever is your favorite color, and you can make the tulips out of it. Here I'm using red color, so I just grab the yarn, and to secure my work I'm going to tie a knot here, a really tight knot. Okay, so now our work is secured. So do chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and now I'm going to do 5 double crochet inside this space. I hope it's clear. I'm going to do 5 double crochet inside this space, the one that is looking like a triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now what you have to do is take out your hook from this stitch and insert it in the first double crochet on the top of the first double crochet, and insert your hook again inside the last stitch and join it with a slip stitch. So I joined it with a slip stitch and then chain 1. So this is how our tulip looks. So now we are going to the next triangle. So leave this space, move to the next triangle space. We're going to do 6 double crochet in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I'm going to take out my hook from the last stitch and I'll be inserting it inside my first double crochet, and insert my hook again in the last stitch and join it with a slip stitch and chain 1. So this is how it's going to look like, and then chain 1. Now skip this space, and again we are going to do 6 double crochet inside this triangle. 1. If you are confused in finding your first double crochet, so at this stage you can just put the stitch marker here in our beginning stitch of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So again you are going to take out your hook. You already have the stitch marker here, so you can find your first double crochet. So take out your stitch marker, insert your hook inside the top stitch of your first double crochet, insert it in the last stitch and join it with a slip stitch and chain 1. So this is how our tulips are going to look like. So you have to continue the same pattern all the way around. Like I did chain 1 and 6 double crochet in the next triangle. So we are going to skip this space and we are going to do 6 double crochet inside this triangle. So take out your hook from your 6th double crochet and insert it in the top of your first double crochet stitch and join with a slip stitch, then chain 1, and again skip this space and move to the next triangle and do 6 double crochet. So in this way you are going to do the same pattern all the way around, and I'll be meeting you in the end of my round. So this is how our tulip is looking like, and here I am in the last tulip. I've already done chain 1, and now I'm going to do a slip stitch the back side of the tulip, and then chain 1 and cut off the yarn. So this is how our purse is looking at this stage. And now we're going to do another round of green color. So now I'm going to enter my hook in the back stitch of my tulip and grab the green yarn. So tie a knot here to secure your work. Chain 1 and do 2 single crochet, 1 and 2 single crochet in the space and 1 single crochet in the back side of your tulip. Sorry. So on the back side of your tulip, 1 single crochet and again 2 single crochet in the space here, and then 1 single crochet from the back side of your tulip. So this way you have to go all the way around. All the way around you have to do 2 single crochet in the space and 1 single crochet in the back stitch of your tulip. So 2 1 2 1 2 1. You have to do this pattern all the way around. I'll be meeting you at the end of the round. So here I have completed 2 single crochet in the last space, and now I'm going to do a slip stitch in this chain 1, the chain 1 which we did in the beginning of this row. So insert my hook in chain 1, and here I did a slip stitch, and then chain 1, cut off your green yarn, it's done. So now we're not going to use the single strand of yarn. Now we'll be back to our body of the parts, and as I've already told you earlier that the body will be made of this orange yarn. So now again we'll be taking 2 strands of this orange yarn, and now we are back to our 5mm crochet hook. So insert your hook in the last stitch we made and grab your 2 strands of the orange yarn. Chain 1 and 1 single crochet in the same space. Give the stitch marker in the first single crochet stitch and continue doing 1 single crochet in each of the stitch. Sorry. So you have to keep on doing 1 single crochet in each of the stitches all the way around. But this time we are not going to do slip stitch in our beginning stitch. No slip stitch here, but we are going to work in round and round and round without slip stitch. We are going to do one single crochet in our beginning stitch in each of our row. So no slip stitch. In the beginning stitch we are going to do one single crochet, and don't forget to give this stitch marker in each of your new single crochet. So like this single crochet stitches, I'll be doing 7 more rounds. So I'll meet you in the end of my 7 rows. So here I have finished doing my 7 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. I'm in the end of my 7th row. As I have said that in each of my row I didn't do any slip stitch. So in each of my row I didn't do any slip stitch, but in this end row we are going to do slip stitch in our stitch marker stitch. So this is my last single crochet stitch. My last single crochet stitch of this row. So here I do 1 slip stitch, and then 2 more slip stitches we are going to do in next 2 stitches. 1 and 2. Now chain 1. So chain 1 and cut off your here. So I'll be hiding this yarn inside. So you just can cut out all the extra yarns that have been hanging out. So now I am going to use this green yarn again with the same hook, 5mm hook. So insert your yarn anywhere in one of the chain space. Grab the green yarn and chain 1. Continue doing 1 single crochet in the same chain space, and continue doing 1 single crochet in each of the stitches. Here I have marked the midpoint of the quads, so I'll be meeting you here and then I'll say what to do in the midpoint. So I'm here in the midpoint. At this point I'm going to do 1 single crochet and 10 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, and 1 single crochet in the same chain space. Now continue doing 1 single crochet in each of the space all the way around. I'll be meeting you in the end of the row. So I'm in the end of the row. I'm going to do a slip stitch in the first single crochet. Chain 1, Atafurium. So here you go with your mini purse. Just put a button in here and this is gonna help you close the purse. So I hope you love this tutorial and love this beautiful mini purse.